In this video, we're going to hear a side-by-side with my old Boss DD-20, one of my favorite delays of all time, and their brand new DD-200. I want to take my favorite settings on the DD-20 and see how they compare to the equivalent modes in the DD-200. Let's get straight into it. The first mode that we're going to hear is the standard mode, just a stock digital delay on the DD-20. I'm going to do a little bit of tweaking with some of the parameters, and then we're going to have a look at what some of the parameters on the DD-200 can do. One thing that I like about the DD-200 is that you can add modulation to any of the delays. If you want to add modulation to a standard digital delay, you've got to use the modulated mode on the DD-20. There's also a parameter control for every mode on the DD-200. In this case of the standard mode, it kind of gives you a diffusion style effect. So we'll hear those side by side. Probably my favorite mode on both pedals is the analog mode. The DD-20 lets you control the tone of the analog delays, so you can make them brighter or darker, but the parameter control on the DD-200 lets you dirty them up, which I really like. You can also add modulation. You can also use the tone control as you did on the DD-20. Let's hear them. Next up, we're going to hear the tape mode. You can have one of two tape heads on the DD-20, whereas on the DD-200 you can have up to 3 tape heads, as well as several different combinations, as well as combinations with like a dirty tape style sound. So let's hear those. One thing that I love on guitar solos and that I love about the DD-200 is the dual delay mode. On the DD-200, you can set the second delay as a percentage of the first delay. So I like something like a 500 millisecond delay on this guy, and I like to set the ratio to 75% to give you that wide dual delay sound. Whereas on the DD-20, you do dual delays, but the second delay can only go up to 100 milliseconds. This is cool if you want faux chorusing or reverb style effects, but it can't quite do what the DD-200 does. Let's hear the difference. Both pedals have the warp and twist ability. They are separate modes on the DD-20, but you have to go into the advanced menu on the DD-200 to get warp and twist. The advantage being that you can do warp and twist on any delay mode you like. Doing this comparison just really reminded me how much I love the sound of the DD-20, especially the analog and the tape modes. It's one of my favorite delays for a very good reason. Having said that though, the DD-200 is very much the spiritual successor to this pedal. It takes everything that this does well and it builds upon it. It's kind of like a DD-20 on steroids, even though it is a little bit smaller. You've got instant access to all the parameters that you'd have to menu dive through here, and there's a whole bunch of other delay modes, as well as a really functional, usable dual delay mode. That for me is the kicker here. This one, the dual delay doesn't quite cut it for what I want to do, whereas this has exactly what I want in a dual delay, as well as stuff like the Terra Echo, the Shimmer, and the pad delay. Furthermore, there's a great sounding bin drum echo on this, which builds upon the tape sounds in the DD-20. So the DD-20 is still a great pedal, but in my opinion, if you wanted to go next level with it, the DD-200 is pretty much the way to go. The DD-500 I have compared to the DD-20, and I think it's a great pedal, but it is far more like a studio delay on the floor. The DD-500 to me reminds me of a fully featured rack processor, whereas if you want something that you can twist some knobs and have that like hands-on old school delay style pedal, the DD-200 is a well-worthy upgrade from the DD-20. But the DD-20 still is a great sounding delay, and I think it definitely deserves its place in the Hall of Boss Classics. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.